Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Friday night, and we are live. And, in effect, I'm slightly early, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. You know what I'm saying? Here's where we're at. Let's see here. Let's get to where we can see everybody. I want to just catch up on some comments here. So that's what we're going to do. Let's pull this out here and get to where we can see. There we go. Hey, we got some good. Sometimes when I do come a little bit different time, we see different people. Brandow Funky is new here. Welcome. Good to see Brandow. And Christopher Schaefer is here. TJF is here as well. Good to see you. Greetings. And Dixon Hills is here as well. Good crowd already starting out tonight. Thank you, guys. Wow. It shows 1 watching and 6 thumbs up. That's weird. Good to see you guys. Stefan is here. Thanks, brother, for the thumbs up. We got James Smith, Chuck Stacks, and Liquid Electrum. Welcome. And Snakebite is here. So we're going to go through some of these comments. We have a lot to catch up with, so that's why I'm starting a little bit early here. Thought I'd come in here. And Adam Spencer says, for sure, who's going to buy something that can't even hold its value when you can get a guaranteed 5% now, except for stakers? Yeah, let's see. Well, and I guess I'm trying to think of what the context of what you're saying, a guaranteed of 5% now, except for stakers or stackers. But anyways, yeah, it's, that is one of the things people get discouraged with precious metal prices. And I talk about that in today's video. And we're going to see another comment, if I remember correctly, that'll pop up here, that they're thinking about selling, and I'm going to discourage them from doing that. Good to see you guys. Welcome. We've got Richard B. Happy is here. We've got HVAC Residential Basics. Good to see you, my friend. Hold in cell. Hold on. Oh, yeah, no worries, HVAC. Yeah, check out the video. Unlocked is here. Brian Maher is here. 66 Sam is here. It is Friday. We are live, and I'm glad you're here. Let's go to the next comment. We've got Hoser Metal. Hoser Metal says here, Hoser Metal says, is there even one day you haven't done a daily video? I can't believe how you can be so extremely determined. Nope. In fact, it's 2 videos a day, sometimes 3. Yep, I do believe in hard work, and there's no shortage of topics to cover. And I do appreciate you watching and being here. But yep, I'm trying my best. I take the channel seriously, and I appreciate you guys. Even though it may not seem like it at times, I do take it seriously, believe it or not. Danny Johnson is here. Good to see you. Welcome. All right. Very, very good. And let's see here. Big Red Bone says, it's all about rules for thee, not for me. That's why central banks are buying up all the gold. If you don't hold gold and silver, you'll be their slave. That's right. Exactly. Hang on to it. There you go. Very good. And we've got Hank Lennox says, simple logic, Sal. The real reason why they want to ban the mining of all precious metals is that it will interfere with the one world government cashless society WEF plan. That's right. You will own nothing. We'll be happy due to mandatory happy drugs. That's right. Exactly, Hank. I agree. And gold and silver are something that you can own for yourself. That's right. Excuse me, I had to get a little coffee here. And let's see here. Richard Metcalf says, algorithm food and a smash thumbs up button. I wonder how many people will die trying to retrieve their gold out from under the rubble of the earthquake. Yes. I tell you what, it does make you wonder how much gold was lost. And obviously the most important thing is the human toll. And I feel bad for the, I guess, $12,000 or 12,000 people that died, maybe even more now. And so heartbreaking. But yeah, there probably is a lot of gold down there too. Let's see here. And we've got Mitchell Albrecht says, I'm all for gold, but I have to agree that we shouldn't be digging and blasting the earth apart to get it. Heavy equipment and explosives, gold panning, sluicing, dredging gold that has already fallen out of the earth is all good. And gold would be more valuable if people weren't digging it out of with heavy equipment and fuel paid for with government welfare subsidies. Darn voice. This I'm getting the cinnamon that's caked on top of this thing. I'm gonna get it out anyway. It's very good. So yes, yeah. But the thing is Mitchell is, that's the same thing could be said for any other commodity or metal that's mined out of the ground, right? It's inevitable. It's just part of. It's part of it. Let's see here. Yep, and all the gold ends up back in the earth eventually. That's right, exactly. True, true. Yep. What comes out will go back eventually, one day. But I'm for gold mining, obviously, and silver mining, and mining of the other materials if it's done in an environmentally responsible way, and mostly it is. Obviously, there's going to be some displacement, but hey, there's displacement when you build a house too. People aren't against that. All right. Good to see Silver Wolverine is here. Good to see you. And let's see here. And we've got the moderate says severe risk in South Africa, as in, I'm pretty sure everything will collapse in South Africa. A la Zimbabwe before the end of the year. Love from South Africa. Yes. Well, I hope not, but I tell you what, that power threat is, that power banking, whatever it is, that's a big deal. Silver Superstar. Now, this was one I wanted to answer because I think this is a good question and deserves its own answer. Silver Superstar. I knew a guy that believed that Jesus Christ was the first communist in the world, and he also claimed that the Bible will lead a way to socialist society in this world. What are your thoughts about his way of thinking? Well, I would say that socialism and communism are essentially government-controlled institutions of the ideology from which you're referring. In other words, it's under the mandate of the government, based off of policies and whereas what Jesus taught was to give to your neighbor and to be kind and to what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine, that type of thing. In fact, the first Christians in the book of Acts, they started a commune essentially. But they were essentially forced into it, in a sense. They were traveling, they were with each other under that circumstances. But in the end, when it's all said and done, that's not how it turned out to be. But but Jesus did not compel you to put your hand into somebody else's pocket to take $200 out and then take that same money and give it to somebody, poor beggar on the street. That's not what Jesus was about. So Jesus was not a communist. He was not a socialist. And the only ways that you would do unto others as they would do unto you is in the confines of the spirit of giving and the spirit of receiving. So the difference is government control. That's the difference. But yes, indeed. But good question. And a lot of people ask that and wonder what that was about. But yeah, it's a totally different thing. And by the way, communism has done more to kill and destroy humanity than lift it up. But communes, on the other hand, are very, very holistic societies, essentially that are temporary for the most part. Because most people that live under that kind of system, the Pilgrims actually tried it and found out it didn't work. But if you're traveling together, it's a little different scenario, and that's kind of what the first Christians were doing. All right, I hope that explained it, but that's actually a very good question. All right, very good. Good to see Chuck and Plata is here. Welcome. And Michael Angelo says, I always like your diverse dialogue, he says here in his comment. You speak as plain and truthful as can be found today. I'm interested in your broad knowledge in many subjects. This is a great clip. Of course, I'm already subscribed. Well, thank you, Michelangelo. That is high praise, and I appreciate it. I try to be as diverse as I can, given that the channel is confined to precious metals or metals in general. That's why the channel is called Salivate Metal and not Salivate Silver or Salivate Palladium. But I thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it. All right. Very, very good. All right. And some fun here. Let's see. Ken is here again. Ken Shikenji. And, I don't mind a little bit of debate, Ken, but you're kind of a one-trick pony You're never here when silver goes up. And they never hear you say anything when silver went up over $24 an ounce. You disappeared during that time. I mean, again, I don't mind some of the pushback, but you're starting to do it again in this chat, and you're just trying to taunt and disrupt the chat. So I don't mind a little bit of discussion, but the thing is that you know, when you get disrupted to the chat, that's when we gotta take a little bit of action. But again, you don't contribute anything to the channel other than just this, and rather not have that go on too much. Jay Hart, dropping it low before they go offline in a week or two. If you're thinking about more, now is the time. Yes, and it's a good time to buy when the prices are low. All right. Very good. Thank you. Looking at this char. Just listening. All right. Very good. Thank you, Silver Wolverine. I don't know what a char is. Rocky Superstar is here. All right. Very good. Rocky Cybercurrent Twitcher. In my 10 years on YouTube, I've seen many alarming drops of precious metals, mainly from the people fumbling with their new coin and video dropping it, myself included. That's right. Very good. All right. Very good. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. And let's see here. We've got Treasure Charger. Something is up, Sal. If the big boys are taking possession of the physical, then so am I. My guess is that the powers to be are preparing for the NWO or digital currency. They are patiently draining the physical right before our eyes. And then again, I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. Yes. I tell you what, it's interesting and fascinating to watch these movements of the in the Comex. It really is. All right, let's see here. Let's go back over here. Very good. All right. Yeah, well, Ken, you're just skirting the line. You don't contribute. You're a one-trick pony, Ken. That's really the bottom line. And so I'll just warn everybody here, you can stay. But if you've heard the same thing before and you don't feel like engaging, Ken, you can block him yourself. But, it'd be nice if you contributed something a little bit more than just the negative on silver when it's down. And he's never here when silver goes up. Never, ever here when silver climbs up dramatically. Yes, indeed. But, well, what do you want me to say? Well, I don't know why you're even here. You don't like silver. You barely talk about gold. You never contribute anything. It's not what I want you to say. It's what do you want to say that's going to be substantial to the conversation. I don't want you to say anything that you don't want to say. Let's see here. So, well, and Ken, it's about being why don't you criticize people for being one-trick positive ponies? Well, I mean, it's because most of the people that are on this channel talk about it when the prices are low and prices are up. I mean, they're positive, nothing wrong with it. But you're just completely negative all the time, and I don't know. Anyways. Let's see here. All right. Lars Job says, this feels like something that is yet another major issue that the media is distracting away from frivolous news. Doesn't it feel like something very different is going on in the world right now? It does, Lars. And I don't know if how long that's going to take for the metals markets to really react, especially silver. But it's interesting to see. We'll find out. We shall see. But it does seem like, there's a lot of things that are very different now than it was even during the 2007, 2008 crisis. But anyways. All right, Liquid Electrum. It goes up and it goes down. I care only on selling days, which are few. Stack on, folks. Spot is useless in the long play. That's right, exactly. Yep, in the long run. Let's see here. And we've got Wayne Puckett. Says, I feel the moral of the story is more about buying anything at as low as the amount you can and never buy anything at an historic high. Yes. And that's exactly right. I mean, this guy bought at exactly the wrong time and exactly the wrong way. Wayne, you're exactly right. Very good. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is like, with Ken, it's just he's. I don't think he. I've explained time and time again with him that silver, you're not going to make money with silver. Silver is not about getting rich. It's not about profits with silver. That should never be the motivation for stacking silver. But he just comes in and says, well, look at what Bitcoin did today. Look at what Bitcoin did today. Of course, he's never here when Bitcoin crashed, lost over 50% of its value. So it's just, I don't know. It doesn't, I don't get why he's here other than just a troll, really. But other than that, let's see. Good evening, Todd Nelson. Let's see here. All right. Hey, speaking of scammers, here's one. Let's go ahead and take it. Hello? That's an auto dialer, so it may take a little time. And we've got Jay says, shoot, we still have a month before the next Fed rate hike. Can only imagine silver will continue to slide down. I'm still stacking fiat. I'm ready, just waiting for that under $18 an ounce again. And we may get there. We very well could get there. I mean, it's under 21 right now today. Jim, not Slim. Thank you for your AG passion. It's magnificent. Thank you. All right. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it. And that's just it. I like to be as realistic as I can about silver. In the end, I like to be real about it when the price is low and get hit when it gets hit hard. It hurts, especially if you bought when it was high. And so you have to be able to be agile during these times, which is why I don't sell. I don't sell during these low times. But let's see here. Okay, and Mike Raymer, price manipulation is a reality. Precious metals are a store of wealth, but with all the numbers games being played, it looks like a long road before spot prices see major increases. The way I see it, further drops, the more I can buy. And yeah, I mean, you can look at it as a gift in a way, no matter what your views are about the effectiveness of manipulation or suppression, which is really what people are thinking when they say manipulation. They're thinking suppression. All right, very good. And let's see here. Let's see. Gaz. Let me address what Gaz says. Yeah, we don't want an echo chamber. That's exactly right. I'm all about free expression on this channel, and I don't mind people that are critical of anything that I say, or the markets, or silver, precious metals. But it's a little bit different with Ken at this point because I've tolerated it for quite a number of years, actually. And like I said, I don't mind him coming in and saying some things if he's against it. But he likes to taunt a little bit and get into it. And when it becomes disruptive, that's where it gets a little bit of where it gets, that's where it gets a little annoying, I guess. But I don't mind him being here, and I don't mind him being critical. In fact, in the comments section, I don't mind if he does, because people can really get in and out. They don't have to respond to the comment, and they can respond to the comment and do it. But if he wants to do it there, that's fine. And it's all cool. It's all good because people don't have to read it, don't have to respond. In fact, they don't have to really respond here too. If you individually see somebody that you don't agree with and don't like, or you can always block them yourself. As far as you can click on the three dots, and I think there's an option there that you can block it from seeing posts from them if you're annoyed with them. So that's really the best way to handle it. But anyways, but I just kind of wish he would engage in other conversation rather than just bashing silver. because I don't mind him being here, but it'd be nice if he would, is what I'm saying. All right, that's enough on him. If you're still listening, Ken, you can come back. I just would be nice if you talked about other stuff, or even if it's just, hey, happy Friday, or how's it going, or I like gold too. I mean, and you do say nice things about gold from time to time. But anyways, all right, Bobby. Let's handle what Bobby says. To stand delivery of future contracts requires an authorized future contracts merchant. Top tier bullion banks don't load out contracts for single purchasers, based on my understanding. I'd like some education on this, please. Yeah, I don't know. Futures contract merchants, yeah, to delivery of futures contracts, but I don't know about the actual, I don't know how that works either. Some people have tested it and was able to take delivery, but it was quite an ordeal to make it happen. But anyways, all right. Shawnee McStacken is here. Good to see you. Good to see all of you guys. Phil Putt Wheeler is here. Chaos X is here. The Anxious Stacker is here as well. Good to see you. And Ken D is here. Let's see. Very good. What happens? Where are we at? I want to see who else. Stefan. Who else is here? Good crowd here tonight. That, by the way, appreciate you guys. James Smith, Stack 'em High, Snakebite, Cole Marsh. Good crowd. I'm still showing there's only one person watching and 56 thumbs up. I don't know how many are watching. I don't want to refresh this thing because then it'll make the chat go down there, and it's two places, and it's a little bit unnerving. So, but I don't know how many people are watching, but I appreciate you guys being here. I'm thinking it might be. I'm gonna guess that it might be 60. I'm thinking. Paul O says, time for everybody to start marking their cash with red. Let it circulate and show the truth come out and shine onto the dollar. Marking their cash with red. Yeah, can you imagine? I don't know. What interesting. People put stamps on them. 51. Oh, dang. I was hoping it would say more than that. 51. 89. 89. All right. Very good. Thank you, guys. Wow. Thank you, guys. I'm showing 1. In fact, I'm going to show you what I see. Here's what I see on my screen right now. Let me get up here. See that? 1. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see here. Anxious Stacker. Another great video. Another great one, Sal, says Anxious Stacker. Appreciate you. By the way, he's got a channel you guys should check out. I just need more drops around the 1st and 3rd, right around payday. Since the getting paid twice, I'll be looking to buy twice and hoping for twice as much as normal added. I hope so you can too. Yes, indeed. There you are. Thank you, Anxious Stacker. Hope you can get it too. All right. What's the point in marking? I think red might be a symbol, maybe of warning, maybe. Gas is what I'm thinking. Liquid Electrum, thank you so much. Fist pump. Thank you, brother. All right. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Annie Oakley is here too. I wanted to say, that's right. I want to say hello to Annie Oakley, and Hayes Fenno is here. Crap, now I have a hole in my sock. Dang it. Dominican internet, that's sorely lacking. No, I don't. But I did have, yesterday when I was doing that interview with Patrick Holland, my internet went out. So I had to use my phone. That's why it was so grainy, which sucked. Megan Kelly on her YouTube channel. She cusses, really? Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. Shame on Megan Kelly. Oh my goodness gracious. She's cussing. She's swearing up a storm. Oh my goodness. She's cussing. How dare her cuss at me, Megan Kelly. Actually, I like to see that. I'm kind of curious now. Man. Oh, Megan Kelly. I can't imagine Megan Kelly cussing. Son of a motherless goat. All right. It's hard for me to imagine Silver Wolverine cussing, too. Can you imagine Silver Wolverine just started a video out? You mother effers. I'm going to slap you silly. Now listen to this video, and if you don't press this thumbs up, I'm gonna stick you inside of a can and then rattle your cage. I don't know. That wasn't very vulgar, was it? Anyways, Rocky Superstar. There we go. Let the weekend write push-ups. We're gonna do 10 for Rocky and 2 for Liquid Electrum. Thank you, brother. All right, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rocky. He's put me to work, Rocky Superstar is. By the way, stay tuned. Tomorrow there will be a video inspired by Rocky Superstar. You'll want to stay tuned to that for tomorrow morning around 9:30. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 for you guys. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. Yes. All right. 3 sell. 3. Oh, that was 3. Was that $2.99? Hold on a second. Yes, it was $2.99. Let me do one more. Son of a motherless goat. That's right. Hold on. Let me do one more. I got to get this one in. 79 is here. We call her Terry from time to time, but let me do one more. One more good one. Here we go. And a 1. And a 2. I just did 2 because dummy me. I mistook that. Sorry about that. All right. Ken D is here. Appreciate you guys joining me here this evening. I cannot see how many people are watching on my screen, so thank you for the report. And thanks for the thumbs up. We're trying to get 100 tonight. Think we can do there. Mike Kutajar is here. Welcome. Good to see you. All right. Ron Bell on this video here. We're going to get today's videos here momentarily. Says the following. If the banks and the BRICS nations are keeping buying gold like they have been, then gold will become scarce and less available to the public. At some point, gold prices will go up and the public will be buying silver instead of gold, and silver will follow the price movement of gold, I think. Yeah. Not to mention the potential for silver to rise based off of the industrial demand, which is going to be... they're predicting this year is going to really start to take off. So we'll see there. But yes, we'll find out. All right. Welcome. Good to see you guys. The Black Swordsman is here. Big E is here. Thank you, Big E, for that report. We have 102 watching now. All right. Moonbag says, we are the slaves. Corporation DC ensures this. You have a license for anything or pay federal tax, you might be a slave. Yep. Certainly does seem that way. Because if you don't pay your taxes, you will be imprisoned. And that's very good. So Wolverine, she said boobs and the F-bomb in the same video the other day. It was a serious. Oh, wow. I'll have to check that out. Wild. 102 watching and 89 thumbs up. Thanks, Eyes That See. And he saw. By the way, I think he's new here too. But he's a moderator. That's interesting. I don't remember seeing him before. But welcome. Thank you, Eyes That See. He saw. And it's up. Very good. All right, let's hear Campbell's Coins. Now, this is a good comment. I wanted to save this one, too, for this thing, because this is good. All right. Now, he says the following here. Let me get to this. He says, Sal, will the number of years you've been on here reporting on the Comex and LBMA, have you noticed a cyclical nature with these drops? I've been here since February 2019. I've seen countless videos from all sorts of people talking about the breaking of the Comex and the Comex running out of X metal. But in my 4 years on YouTube, I've not seen anything come to fruition. I've never paid much attention to the Comex and LBA numbers because nothing really happens. Seems like the last time we had a true market squeeze for any metal was silver in the early 80s with the Hunt brothers. Honestly asking, I appreciate your thoughts. Well, Campbell's, here's the thing. With the Comex and LBMA. Yeah, I didn't show on here but there's charts that show the amount of stock to have in there. That is in the Comex and the LBMA. What they have in the LBMA, especially because they show it in graphical form, is like really the lowest I've ever seen it for consistently several months. I think there's a chance that possibly we may see it go down, and there is a real fear that it could break if it continues to fall. It's flatlined right now. But even as such, even with these alarming numbers for like 3-4 months in a row for silver, it's not affected the price. And I mentioned that in the video. But as far as gold is concerned, and both, they have massive amounts of stockpiles. They're way high. But the drops are a little bit concerning because of the 5% drop in the Comex this time. And that what's happening here? Is it coming back down to a certain level with an increased demand in the metals? See, it's about demand for the metals and the stockpiles and where is it going? Where's all that silver and gold going? And about replenishing it. For gold, there's a lot of room. I think there's a lot more headroom in it. But you're right. It hasn't had an effect on prices yet. But with silver and for platinum and palladium, I think that we could see it have an effect if they stay this low or continue to drop. But it may take quite a while before that happens. And I did address that point in this video, Campbell's Coins, but it is a good question. And there is some replenishment. There was a very slight amount of replenishment last month in the silver markets, or in the silver holdings in the LBMA, but not by much at all. All right. Good question. Good question. Let's see. Very good. All right. Let's get back over here. We've got Rick Engman says, this is really awesome. I hope Tennessee will jump on board with this as well. Yeah, I would hope so. Tennessee seems like it'll be a good state to join. The UPMA sounds interesting. Hadn't heard about it before. I've looked into kinesis, but I'm not 100% convinced. Time to do some digging. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Liquid Electrum. Yeah, he's from Tennessee. He says they passed the Sound Money Act a year ago, so it's there. And that Sound Money Act means that, that it's legal tender. Legal tender. Making gold and silver legal tender again, which is really great. All right. Jeff Reynolds, awesome stuff. Washington needs to jump on board with this as well as all the other states. Indeed, they do. Yes, indeed. I agree. And Jay McGuire says, yes, sir. I just picked up a certain 2-ounce salivate metal round. Chunk of sweet silver from J.M. Bullion. Now I'm so stoked. For those who don't know what he's talking about, if you go in the link in the description of this very live stream, right down below, there's a link to it. Or you can go to the channel page and click on the link up here to the 2-ounce high relief silver round. This is the salivate metal silver round available there on J.M. Bullion. For those of you interested, yes, indeed. It's 2 ounces of chunky silver. I wish they had the third picture that showed its thickness, but it's really, really thick 2-ounce metal there. Very good. Right, very good. Let's see here. Thank you, Jay McGuire, and I appreciate your support on that. Very good. AL says, a platinum is needed for hydrogen energy production, and that is the thing. Will that take off? Hydrogen energy production. If it does, then watch out. Platinum is going to go up big time. Sergeant Gold is here. Good to see you. Snakebite's got one too. Awesome, Snakebite. Cool, man. Thanks. Yes, indeed. All right. Joe says palladium will continue to go down because of electric cars. The same as platinum, although not as much. Yes, and there is a growing electric car market. I think that's premature. The battery technology is just not there yet. I would feel very nervous buying an electric car these days. Yes, indeed. That's right. Article 1, Section 8 made species legal tender. That's right. Sure did. Very good. Thank you so much. Montgomery came for the silver, but stayed for the slurp. Size 9 is here. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at this. We got a scammer calling. Let's answer it. Hello?
Hello. Hi, Richard.
Yes, this is Richard. Can I help you?
Yeah, of course, sir. Sir, my name is Ryan with Lexington Capital. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really, really good. I'm doing well.
Right.
And I'm doing fantastic.
That's great.
Right?
All right. Sir, basically, my company provides a business loan with flexible payback plan. If you want to buy anything for your business, we can give you the lowest rate in the whole market. So how much money do you need for your business, sir? Give me an idea.
Yes, I got a pretty good idea how much I would need for the business, or how much I'd want. I've got a good idea for that, yes.
Yeah, how much you're looking for exactly?
Oh, I would say about $120,000 is what I would like to have for the business. Is that okay? Can we make that happen?
Yeah, we can do that. Don't worry. What are you gonna do?
I don't want to worry about it. Okay, so you don't. I'm gonna go ahead and take your advice and not worry about this. Okay?
Yeah. What is the plan? Like for expand and working capital. What are you gonna do?
Well, here it is. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I want to take silver, and I want to put it inside of a can, and then I'm going to shake it all about, And then when I spray the can, it's going to shoot out these little silver particles, and that's going to be like an antimicrobial thing, and it will make people sneeze, but it'll make people sneeze the other way. So in other words, you know how when you sneeze, you spit out stuff? But what this does is this will make people sneeze on the inside. So it'll suck in all that silver and it'll make them feel better.
Yeah, like to be honest, it's totally unsecured loan.
No. This is a very secure thing. Silver is secure. So when you snort it in, it'll be like an involuntary snort. Okay.
I understand.
Can you say that? Like, can you say that for me? Involuntary snort.
Sir, do you need any capital?
Yes, I'm telling you, I do. Yes, I do. But I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. I want you to say involuntary snort.
Yeah, I got you. But
I know, but you don't truly have me until you actually say the words involuntary snort. Say it, please, sir. This is not good. I'm not going to be satisfied until he says it. Until he says involuntary snort. And man, dang it. All right, he's already blocked me. Now, since I'm not getting any satisfaction from the scammer to say involuntary snort, I need you people in the chat to type out involuntary snort. I must be satisfied or I will not be happy. Man, come on now. All right. Mike M says, bought more from my LCS last week, looking to buy more today. Awesome. Well, I hope you'll be able to take advantage of the dips for sure, Mike M. Thank you. Alan has typed it. Dan has typed it. Nice. Say it now. That's right. There you go. Thank you, guys. Say it, say it, say it. Or type it. Involuntary snort. Hey, here comes another scammer. We're going to continue with the same tradition here. Hello, Involuntary Snort Enterprises. May I help you? Oh, son of a... All right. Thank you, guys. All right. I feel much better now. All right. Involuntary snort. All right. The Black Swordsman, he's new here. Somebody explain to him what we're doing here. All right. Very good. All right. Bobby Agi, or Agi, says the following. The silver market has yet to reach support level. Between now and next Friday, we should hit bottom. Then we'll trend sideways till about November. I'd suggest holding dry powder till March. Allocate. You don't want to snort that powder either. Do not snort the powder. Just the silver aerosol product that I talked about, but not the dry powder. Allocate sovereign coins during the bottom, then switch to fractional starting in late November, or convert the allocated silver to gold in the fourth quarter. All right, that's one plan. We could definitely plan. There's a lot of different ways to be able to do it, for sure. All right. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Global Warmer. That's it. Boom, Shalaka. Thank you. Yes, we'll do that for the next one. Thank you for the reminder of the Global Warmer. It's going to be silver milk jugs time. We're going to get 2 of them, and they're going to be big jugs, too. We need some big silver milk jugs. Thank you. Come on, I wish the scammer would call me back now. Now I want to do it. I was trying to think on the fly there. Thank you to the Global Warmer. I need to pin this so that I can remember it. Let's see here. Not that I'll forget, but, just because it's such a good thing. Thank you. All right. Squidius giganticus. Stack faster, bros. Just added 25 ounces last month. Going to add another 25 ounces this week. Well, Squidus giganticus. I would say be careful. I'm assuming you're fiscally responsible. Don't overdo it. You don't want to get yourself in the hole during these dips and go hog wild and go crazy. Stack within your budget. In fact, there's another. Go check out Silver Wolverine's video, and you'll find out why he's not stacking right at this time. And he's got a pretty good reason not to. But it's a little bit of a gamble, too. But anyways, all right, very good. All right. Let's see here. Very good. Where are we at here? Bobby Agee says, for what reason central banks holding physical gold and silver over futures contracts not good? Yeah, central banks don't hold. For what reasons are central banks holding physical gold and silver over future contracts not good? I don't quite understand the question. Well, I'll put it to you this way, Bobby. If what you're asking is what I think, is the physical is much better because the physical is the it's in your hand. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, not too good.
What's going on?
I had a little accident. I was having a really bad dream, and it was so bad I fell off the bed, dislocated my shoulder, and broke my collarbone.
Oh man, what was the dream about?
I don't remember. I just know that I was really upset and was tossing and turning, and then I hit the floor.
I think what it was is you dreamed that Joe Biden got another term into office. That's what it was, right?
Yeah, and I was so happy and excited I fell off the bed, huh? How are you doing?
I'm good, Cherie, and I remembered your name.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, okay.
I am calling because I've been instructed by Miss D to give you a call.
Miss
She
D?
said that, yeah, Miss D. She said that you were expecting her to call today at 6:15.
Yeah,
And
okay.
she asked me if I would go ahead and call because she remembers a while back when I talk with you, and I always send her a text if I get somebody that says they're going to send in the application.
Yeah.
But something about the 6:15, she remembered, and she called and asked and found out you were the same gentleman.
Right. All right.
So,
Yes, I was. Yes,
yeah.
that's right. I do remember talking to Dee and telling her, "Yeah, can you call me back at 6:15?" But
Yeah.
you're 2 minutes late, though, Cherie. You're 2 minutes late. But that's
Well, all I need to do is to verify your email address, and then I can get the application out to you and then give you a call back on Monday.
well, Cherie. Things have changed.
Okay.
The circumstances have changed. We now have a new initiative for our company. You're gonna love this. We want to
Uh-oh.
create what is known as the big silver milk jugs. That's right. We're gonna make milk jugs out of sterling silver, 925 silver. They're going to be, I want to say they're probably about triple D size. That's three Ds. So it's imagine, so Mrs. D, I kind of wish that could have talked to her because we would have had three of her sized in this milk jug, okay?
Well, see, here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
She knows that I've talked to you well over half a dozen times.
I thought it was
And
I
then
thought it
you've
was
given
just I
me
thought it was over just over
several
six
different
times.
Yeah, and then several different email addresses, and
Right.
all of them have bounced.
Ooh,
And she also knows that I've put a lot of time in talking to you,
right.
and you haven't even turned in an application. And we have to remember the purpose for my call. It's not a social visit. We need to close some loans. So I'm pretty sure that unless you're serious about applying for a loan, she's not going to call you because she's busy. She's running a company and she's got employees and she's got a business she's running, just like you, you know. So she's not going to call you. Well, that's why she asked me to call, and only just to see if you're serious.
Well, I guess I better put up or shut up, right? Is that what the old saying is?
That's kind of what it's sounding like.
Well,
because I will tell you the truth. I really do enjoy talking to you. I think you're funny.
Well, thank you. Let me ask you,
doesn't pay my bills.
Do you think that if I could say something funny enough that you might do an involuntary snort? Is that possible?
No. No, I don't snort.
Can you just say the words involuntary snort for me?
No.
Oh, you won't do it? Oh, come on. I've been trying to get people to say this all day long.
You could be recording this call.
Yeah.
And putting this somewhere on some social media about what an idiot I am. And
no, I would never.
In fact, if you're just serious about getting a loan,
I think you're a lovely lady, and your son is talented. He's in filmmaking, and so I mean, but hey.
But remember the purpose for the call.
It's about milk jugs. That's right.
No, it's about a business loan to give you working capital for your company.
Well,
because I remember before it was silver depository.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Right. And then there was something else you were doing. I think I forgot what it was the last time, because right about that time is probably when I broke my shoulder blade and my collarbone.
From falling out of bed, right?
So much pain. I'm sorry, what?
That was from falling out of bed.
Yeah, from having a bad dream. And you know what? I had to fall perfectly because you don't break up like that just
No,
because
you
you
don't. That's right. You
no.
don't. That's. I mean, we must have your bed must be up pretty high.
No, I just fell that hard and it must have been a really bad dream. They're
Man.
saying that first they said it was the rotator cuff that was messed up.
Ooh, that's not
Now
good.
they're saying it's the ligament on the left arm.
Is that repairable? Can they fix that?
I'm supposed to be getting a call in a day or two from an orthopedic surgeon so they can check me out. I probably am going to definitely need surgery because the break on the clavicle is
Yeah.
displaced. It's sticking out.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
not
didn't
good.
break the skin or bruise, but there's a big lump there and it's so painful.
I'm sorry. Well, I pray that it gets fixed without much aggravation and heartache and
Mm.
so you're healthy again. But if I would suggest once you heal up is to put a bed rail so you don't fall out of bed. Sounds like you have some wild dreams. I want to subliminally, Cherie, I want to implant into your brain pleasant thoughts. Pleasant thoughts. We're going to return. Here's some
What
pleasant
wasn't
thoughts
it?
for you.
Okay.
Several states around the country, and I'm hoping Ohio will come. If you contact your state representatives to make silver and gold sound money again, we want to make them legal tender. Many states are
Oh,
starting to
I
do this.
remember that when it said a silver certificate on your $5
That's
bills.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So there you go. And you should start stacking some silver. And I think if you
I
had
actually do have a little bit,
all right.
just a little. Yeah, some crypto and
Yeah.
a few stocks, but I want to do covered calls
Yeah, there you go.
because it's safe. They're covered and they're safe, and
Well, I cover my silver. Sometimes I put the capsules on them, or I put a little blankie on them to tuck them in at night. I'm also a pretty
So
big fan of
you
gold too.
are not interested in getting a loan.
Well,
You just
how
want
do I,
to
let me sing this song to you from my favorite band, Heart. How do I
okay.
get to a loan? How do I get to a
I used to
loan?
love that
Yeah,
song.
that's a
I
great
used to
song.
love that. Yeah,
One of these
yeah.
funding companies should buy ad time in the Super Bowl and play that song.
Well, I'm gonna take that as a no, and I'm
No,
gonna
it's a
let you.
yes. It's a yes
No,
about getting that song on the Super Bowl, of course. Somebody
no,
needs
it's a
$7 million to
no about
make it
getting a
happen.
loan, though. It's a no about getting a loan.
But how am I going to talk to you about these silver jugs? Not drugs, but silver jugs. Jugulator. The
Well,
jugulator.
here's the thing: if you want me to call from time to time, because we're buddies now, and we
Yeah.
can talk, we can do that. But I'm not gonna call about the loan
Well, you got to
anymore.
ask me. It's got to be about business. We got to mix business with pleasure. I believe in mixing business with pleasure.
Well, see, here's the problem. We've talked quite a few times.
Right?
You haven't even given me an address that is correct so I can give you the loan documents.
I've also have not asked you out on a date either. Does that make
Well,
me?
I wouldn't date you because I think that you're funny.
Would
Like
you
I said,
carbon date me?
no. I'm
Okay.
going to tell you, I met a guy once on a dating site,
Yeah.
and he came to my house a half an hour early.
Oh, that's a good sign.
And that was a bad sign.
Oh,
And
why?
then, so now I'm standing in the bathroom with curlers in my hair doing my makeup. I had the door open, but he's around the corner sitting in the living room waiting, right?
Right?
He got up and walked into the bathroom, and he was cracking and making jokes, and he was funny, and we were both having a really good time. He was very enjoyable.
Well, there you
But I want to
go.
know right up front that any delusions I had about romance are gone.
Oh, man.
Because it was just he was funny. He was being a jokester. There was nothing warm or tender or loving or romantic about him. It was just all laughs and jokes. Oh, you should have seen that smile drop off his face.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Then we messed up because when we got to the car, he had roses and chocolates in the back seat. And he stupidly explained to me, he handed them to me and explained to me that he had them in the back seat. If he didn't like what I looked like, he wasn't going to give them to me.
Ah.
That was stupid.
Yep. Yeah. He should
That
not
was
have said that. He doesn't
right.
have social graces. He doesn't have
Yeah,
social graces. But,
yeah. But that would have been a lot of fun, but not romantic or not enough to want to go on a date with him again.
right. I understand. Yeah. Got to be serious with Cherie.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
And you keep giving me email addresses that bounce. And every time I call in about business, we should have handled that and got rid of that a long time ago. And then if we wanted to continue talking, we could do it.
Right. So you're talking about business before pleasure, right?
I'm talking about business as business. I called you on a business call.
Right.
Now, you got my number. Right. And I don't mind if you want to call sometime and say hi and we can kick it and talk about Biden.
Kick it, dun, dun. Remember that song by the Beastie Boys? Kick it, dun, 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 dun.
You like music.
Yeah.
That's good because my sister's a professional performer.
Oh, really?
She does, mostly reggae music.
Oh, Mariah Carey's her name, right?
No, she doesn't do reggae.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She does hardcore rap. She does gangster rap. That's right.
No, she's not a gangster. No, she's more in the lines of, let me see, Whitney Houston and Celine Dion.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So she's a professional. Can you?
Yeah. Oh, she's a professional. She's been performing all her life. In fact, back in the day, do you remember Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yes. She
was the opening act for them in Cleveland. And remember the Ohio players?
The name sounds familiar, yeah.
Fire.
Oh, yeah, yes, that's right.
She was the opening act for them, too.
Well, Sweet Home Pennsylvania. That's incredible. Wow, you've got a talented family. That's awesome.
Yes, I do. I've been blessed.
All right. Yeah. Well, very good. Well, Sheree.
If you're not going to handle business, and then you know, if you want to call and continue to talk, I wouldn't mind that.
All right.
When I'm calling, I got to make a living. So.
Word. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, bills are due. It's almost the first of the month.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But I've enjoyed you very much, and thank you so much.
All right. Well, you take care. Take care of tell your mom I said hello, and you take care. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I should ask her if she wants a loan. Do you want a loan? Oh, my goodness gracious. Philip says, selling everything now. Gold will drop to $800. Silver, $9. Getting out today. Yes, this is another one. So we had somebody that says buy, 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 and this person is selling, selling, selling. Insane in the membrane. So he's really convinced of it, or maybe he's kidding. I don't know, but I would not advise to sell. Definitely would not advise to sell when they're down. Definitely not. Not a good move. All right. James Smith says, thanks, Al. We are at the government's mercy. But the thing is, James, you're right in one hand, as we're the slave to this thing called the dollar. But every time we hold on to gold and silver, I'm going to flip one. That's a silver piece right there. Can you guess what coin this is? See if you can guess what coin I'm flipping right here. It is a coin. That gives you a hint. But every time we have that, we are declaring independence in a small little tidbit way by converting some of our fiat dollars into sound money. All right. Like the guy who showed up and told her jokes was Christian. The guy who showed, yeah, that's right. It could have been Richard Christie. Yes, indeed. Probably well could have been. And the reason why he went to her place is because his place is a storage unit, the corner of a storage unit. Oh, here comes another scammer from Cali. Going back to Cali. Cali. Hello?
Hello, hi Jim, it's Jordan.
Jordan! Is your first name Michael by any chance?
No, I wish it was.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, he makes good bank from what I understand.
Oh yeah. Now he's got his race car team.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, he's got a NASCAR team.
Wow. Did you know there's a rumor that he's coming out with he might do something with shoes? That's what they're saying.
Oh, nice.
Can you imagine if he had his own shoe? That would be pretty cool. I think that would probably sell well.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, not like he has enough money already.
That's right, exactly. You know, I might pitch that. If I can get a loan for my business, I might see if I can get him to come out with a shoe line.
Yeah.
But really what I need money for, though, Jordan, is this. You're going to love this idea. I want to come out with a pair of jugs made of 925 silver, size triple D, solid silver jugs. Because what it is with these milk jugs is that what holds exclusively milk is silver is antibacterial, right? We know this, right? So when you put the milk in there and you just slosh it around in that son of a biscuit, it will just make the silver shine, and the milk will be all tasty. I mean, that's the kind of milk jugs that I'm after. Made of 925 silver, okay?
Yeah. That's good stuff right there, the silver.
Now, let me ask you this. If they're triple D size milk jugs, how many ounces of milk will fit in those jugs? Any ideas?
A liter?
I know, how many ounces? Because I don't know how many ounces are in a liter. I'm too lazy to do the math on that anyway.
Okay, maybe like 60 ounces?
It's not gonna be that much. Triple D. That's like probably that's like a size M. That's a size M or N. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So you have like a half maybe.
Half a liter? I don't know. Well, anyways, they're substantial. I'll put it to you that way.
Okay,
they're pretty substantial. But we need money for silver jugs. 925 silver jugs. That's what we need. And we're gonna market this to all of the big milk companies and producers. And if we do this with silver, essentially what that means is that there's less pasteurization needed for the milk.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this. This is not a rhetorical question. Do you feel me, bro?
Do you feel me?
Do you feel me, bro? Yes. In other words, are we on the same page? That's what all the kids are saying these days. They say, "Do you feel me, bro?"
Yeah.
Thank you. That sounds fairly enthusiastic. Can I get a hell yeah on that one?
Oh yeah.
Maybe a little bit louder.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. Now, I want you to say this because this is a growing theme tonight. I want you to say involuntary snort with the enthusiasm that you've not expressed since you said hell yeah.
An involuntary snort?
Yeah, well, except say it with confidence and with gusto.
Involuntary snort.
Boom, shalaka. Bam. I love it. You just made my night. You just made my night. That's cool. Yes.
Yeah.
So do you think we can make these silver jugs happen?
Oh, hell yeah, we can make it happen. Of course. We'll make anything happen.
All right. Very cool.
Are you by a computer by chance?
I'm not. I typically avoid those things, not necessarily like the plague, but I avoid them. But I avoid them like, let's say, a bad cold.
Yeah, definitely don't want that.
Right.
Okay. Is there time where I could call you back?
Yes. Call me back on Tuesday at around 6:15 p.m. Eastern time. And we will roll. Good. It'll be like a winner chicken dinner time. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got to make this happen for you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, have a wonderful weekend.
You as well, sir.
And you take care. All right. Bye-bye.
All right,
bye. All right. All right. Very good. Having a little bit of fun. It's been a good night for scammers so far. All right. Let's see here. Gold Addict. This explains why the 2023 Platinum Eagles are delayed until June. Yes, I think so. A little bit of a squash in the old platinum and palladium markets. Maybe there's a shortage there of platinum and palladium. That's right. All right, let's see here. We've got Hodler 8192. Fantastic to hear this. I wonder if it will spread outside the U.S. You know what? I think if we see it get to those 14 states like he was saying, it may make international news. And you could see, I could see like a nation like Singapore maybe, or one of these more free market nations. That would be pretty cool. Hong Kong. Can you imagine if Hong Kong did this? That'd be pretty wild. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, Sergeant Gold. Oh, thank you, Welch Coast Services. Appreciate you. And dang, this hole in my sock is bothering the crap out of me. It just formed, too. I was just wiggling my toes, and it just, man. Ah, dang it. I hate this. Ah, all right. Hey, speaking of the Black Swordsman, he's right here. He says, thank you for this great news. Oh, hold that thought, the Black Swordsman. We got another one. Hello? That was a question, hello.
This is a courtesy call for AT&T and DirecTV customers. It'll
crap out, watch. Hello? Come on.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
As it usually does. Dang it. All right, so now here's what the Black Swordsman says. Thank you for this great news. It's nice to hear level-headed people are interested in giving the public monetary options instead of current global trends. Yes, it is very nice to hear some of these. And the state level is really where it's at. That's going to put pressure on the feds for sure. I think there will be some pushback and to some extent once it really takes root. But I tell you what, we hold strong in the states, and they'll have to pay attention. You're right. Very good. All right, let's see here. Snakebite. As a Missourian myself, this is great news that they are moving in this direction. That's awesome, Snakebite. Cool. All right, very good. Thank you, Urbash. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. Still don't know how many people are watching, but we have 121 thumbs up. If we can get to 150 tonight, that would be awesome. Gotta cut my toenails. I don't think it was from my toenails. I mean, I did cut my toenails fairly recently. So I don't know that it was that caused it. But anyways, it's crazy. All right, Rigo Silver. Awesome. Thank you, Sal, for this information. And video, you're a YouTube legend. Well, I don't know about being a legend, but I appreciate my friend. Appreciate you guys being here. And it's you guys that make the channel great. And so, all right. Yes, indeed. And good to see Nan Double X is here. Good to see you. And DR says, Missouri setting the example. I really hope this takes off. I bet 50 ounces of silver the Fed will do anything they can to stop this since it puts real power in people's hands. Yes, I think probably so. I sort of alluded to that in the interview. I said we might see some pushback from the feds if this thing really starts to take hold and take root in enough states. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Shawnee McStacken is here with us. Good to see Shawnee McStacken. And we've got Adam Risner says here. I have a question on the value of silver and gold when this comes into effect for Missouri and other states. Will the value of silver and gold have to go so high to watch the debt value, and will Missouri's price on precious metals be different than other states? What do you think an ounce of silver and gold be worth when this goes into effect is my question. Will it go higher or lower? No, they're going to represent, if you listen to the interview, he did talk about that the free market will rule the day. So in other words, gold and silver will be priced based off of spot price, the market spot price as it is now, and any premiums as well can be respected as well for transactions. Good to see you. Thank you, Joey Libs. Good to see you. And Hoosier Stacker is here. Welcome, Hoosier. Good to see you, brother. Hoosier Stacker is here. Welcome. Let's get over here. I'm going to get this happening. Making our move. Come on, this stupid thing. Okay. Pretzel Maker, multitude of gratitude to both of you. Great information and video. Thank you. All right. Appreciate your kind words, and I'm glad you enjoyed the interview. If you guys have not seen this video from this morning, I encourage you to check it out. I interviewed the guy who has an initiative that very well worked very closely with a lot of legislatures around the country on this thing. So it's really a good thing. It's called Huge News on the Revolution of Sound Money, if you've not seen that video. All right, Chuck and Plata. So the sound money wheels are turning. My bet says Wisconsin will be one of the last to jump on this wagon. Probably, although you might be surprised in Wisconsin. They may not be the last. I could see New York and California probably being last. Wisconsin probably come before those states, is my guess. Thank you, Chuck. Just crossed the 1,000 bill mark. Over 101K individual pieces. The bill collection is huge and exorbitant. That's amazing. Wow. Good job, Liquid Electrum. You're a serious collector. Yes, indeed. All right, thank you. Nan X is going on. Nan Double X is going on vacation for 12 days. Hope you enjoy your vacation, sir. Hope you enjoy. That's wonderful. Hope you're going someplace nice. Maybe you can pop in while you're out. Let us know. Alma Balls is here. Hello, Alma Balls. Good to see you. All right. Rockstar. Roxar, I wish Texas would do this. They have a state bullion depository already. Yes, indeed. That would be nice. They would be right for doing something like that. Joseph Contini, so are the state governments finally waking up to the fact that they don't have it, they don't own it? I think so. I think they finally are. At least some of them are. Celtic Knot, Mississippi, last in education, but first in constitutional freedom. There you go. That's right, Celtic Knot. And RDM Vids chimes in here and says the following. We need goldbacks in Texas. If anyone can get on that, I'll definitely be a buyer. Well, you probably need to get the critical aspect of it to make gold and silver legal tender in Texas. I don't know where that stands, but anyways. All right. Wow, today got wiped out, got 3 ounces of platinum and kilo silver. Wow. Nicely done, JVF. Did you get bars or coins, and what did you get, if you don't mind me asking, on the platinum? I'm curious. MDH says, this is great. However, he speaks of your gold and silver going up in price overnight. What goes up also goes down as well, we all know. That's right. Yep, that's true, MDH. It could go the other way. Very well could be the case. But anyways, thank you. Smash that like button with all the, I think that's Korean. I don't know, that may be Mandarin, I'm not sure. Thank you, Urbash. Selling the 7 C's. All right, nice. All right, very good. Yeah, Shani, I would not suggest stacking them, although there is a couple of very small avenues where you could stack goldbacks, but they're very small avenues. But yeah, I would not stack them in a general sense. But they're really more for spending or collecting if you want to just get all the different types for the 4 different states. Mitchell Albright, I think I've mistakenly called him Michael for a number of times, but Mitchell is his name. He says, they want digital because it gives them the ultimate control, and they can make up any digital dollars they want. Really, really bad idea. Exactly right. You're exactly right, Mitchell. That's about what it's about. Control. All right. Rabbit, elephant, and maple. Okay. Nice. Congratulations. What is the elephant one? Is the Somalian elephant? I don't know. They made those in platinum. Over here, it seems to be the belief that gold spot will go under 18 next week. Good poll question. Yes, indeed. I might ask that on Sunday. See where gold is heading for the next week. Because that'll be our market watch, but we'll find out. Very good. All right. By the way, I'm open for more push-ups. Martin B., great interview. The world is watching, including your neighbors to the north. All right, yes. Boy, it'd be nice to see some provinces take root in that. That would be pretty cool. All right, let's do this. And do that. We're going to answer a pair of comments from Strongman here. Right now. Silver spot price continues to get demolished. Crazy. Sure is today. Yep, I just posted a video about that. It got hit hard. Very hard today. You're right, Strongman. He also says, let freedom ring. Silver and gold is the only real money as stated in the United States Constitution. That's exactly right. Sure is. Cannot be denied. Very, very good. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back over here. We've got Silver Shelby. Says, this is a really good interview. Well done, Sal. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a good discussion with Patrick. Maybe we'll have him back on sometime to see where the initiatives are because he's so involved in it, which is, I think, fantastic. Boris, oh man, thank you, Sal. Keep covering this subject. Let's dump the Fed. We know what real money is. That's why legal tender laws are so important for businesses. If I had a choice, very seldom would I choose fiat. Indeed, people paying in silver will get a discount from me. Not so in fiat. I don't even take credit cards. I'm that old school. Wow, thank you. There you go, Boris. It sounds like you may own a business, and that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, welcome. Mark B is here. Good to see Mark B. Herb Ash is here. Hello, Herb. All right, very good. JM is gone. Oh, man. Oh, he'll be right back. He'll be right back. Very good. All right. And roller skating SAG actor. All right, roller skating SAG actor. I like that name. That's pretty cool. It must have been a different name he had before because he changed it. He says, Glenn Beck said months ago to take your money out of the major banks who participate in ESG and deposit that cash into your local credit union. Yes, there you go. Good idea. Very good idea. Yep, local credit unions do. That is definitely a good idea for sure. All right, let's march on through. Let's slurp our way to the next episode, or in this case, the next comment, shall we? Let's do this. Halakai ben Sinai. Historically, slaves initially were indentured servants, and anyone could have one regardless of sex or pigmentation. An event called Bacon's Rebellion changed all that. The word race was created, and the separation began. The very same elite that stir society for financial gain are the same ones that put the wedge between pigmentation. Interesting. I was thinking Bacon's Rebellion was relatively recent in history, like within the last 100 or 200 years, maybe. But slavery has been around since the beginning of time. It's mentioned in the Bible multiple times. Yes, indeed. Very good. And it was not indentured, by the way, either. But anyways, but I digress. I mean, obviously, people that worked as slaves were compensated with food and lodging because they needed those in order to do. It's like taking care of a horse, you know. Essentially, they were treated like property. Slavery was a real thing for sure. But anyways, all right. But you're right, it's not necessarily a racial thing. Republic Cuban says here in this video here, I pretty much, in the rare case where I'm kind of predict a massive plunge, today was kind of the beginning of my prediction for this video that I'd recorded 5-6 days ago. Brace for a massive gold and silver plunge. So you mean to tell us, says Republic Cuban, that eggs at $9 a dozen, gasoline at $4 a gallon, or Joey has printed around $6 trillion in the last 18 months, all these other commodities have gone through the roof, but silver and gold and platinum remain the same as 3 years ago? The only positive thing about these low prices is that we can continue to stack with more in favor. Fervor, yes indeed, yeah. And the reason why is because of the almighty dollar and what the Fed is doing. We have an unprecedented tightening right now. Well, I say unprecedented for about 2 generations. But Volcker was much more hawkish on the tightening. But yes. All right, very good. Let's see here. Let's go to Birds, Herbs Adventures. Says, yeah, Utah leading the way. Now we need to get rid of the rhinos, Governor Cox and Romney. Yeah, and Romney's a senator. I mean, he may have some influence as far as maybe lobbying local legislatures, but that's about it for this type of thing, working against it. But Romney needs to be voted out. He's pretty much a rhino. All right. Let's see here. Let's march ahead here to the Silver Sphincter. Love that name, by the way. That's a pretty cool name. Silver Sphincter. I don't know if he was in here earlier or not, but we love the Silver Sphincter. All right. Says here, I feel like the state should have more than 1%. I think they should stack 1% every year and add to the pile. The more gold the state has, the better. High five and keep on stacking. That's right. The health of the state's economies, because states can't print their own money. And they are running into financial difficulty too. They're getting bailed out by the federal government with more money in printing. And when they do that, it dilutes the value of their dollars as well. Very good point. All right, over here, bought a 1-ounce platinum Engelhard bar. Nice. Congratulations. I've got one too, an old struck Engelhard bar. That's pretty cool. Can you imagine a poured platinum bar? That would be pretty interesting. But I think I've never ever seen a poor platinum anything. Don't think it's conducive to that. It's too hard. That's what she said. All right. DFW way lover. A way over. DFW layover. In other words, this guy is despondent because Dallas-Fort Worth Airport has a lot of layovers. Or maybe that's his hub point where he gets stuck every time he goes out west or something. Anyways, the price of paper golds can go down, but nobody will let go of their physical gold without increasing the premiums. Yep, it's true. It very well could be. It just depends on the demand at the time. It depends on the demand. Yeah, nano silver infused nipple cream. There you go. Next scammer product. There you go. I like that. We might do that. It would be great. All right. Jorge Mendez. Let's see here. Sal, we are saying, hold on a second. Let me get to this where I can make it happen. Make it happy. Sal, we're creeping dangerously close to the $20 an ounce level. I'm curious if you're still holding on to your view that silver will not retest that level. If you remember in the chat a few recent weeks ago, I've been calling for 20-ounce silver and a possible flash crash. As always, appreciate your replies. All the best. Yes, I still don't think it'll fall below 20, but as it gets closer, I very well could be wrong. He says, P.S. Your live streams are among precious few that I'll watch. It's because of your honesty, your educated perspective, and the community you brought together. Just wanted to express my gratitude and to commend you for this. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Jorge. Very kind of you, sir, and I appreciate your engagement in the chats as well, too. So very much appreciate it. Yes, South China Seas are heading up on the news. I'm telling you, it's coming. Well, Liquid Electrum, it's funny you say that. Because I just mentioned that in this afternoon's video. The video that I recorded just before this live stream and posted, I talked about that very thing, because you are right. There's something happening in the South China Sea. And also watch Moldova. Moldova is the place I think we ought to probably pay attention to, as well as Belarus. If things happen in either of those two nations, any exploits or annexations therein, whether voluntary or involuntary, we got to be careful. You got to, watch out. The powder keg, what have you. Milled Steel. Wow, this was an informative and inspiring episode. Well, thank you, Milled Steel. I appreciate that, my friend. All right. Where are we at here? Okay. The Global Warmer. Hands down, this has been my favorite interview ever. Wow, the Global Warmer. Thank you so much. That's very kind. I tell you what, that's high praise. The Global Warmer's watched a lot of my videos. And so I appreciate that. Although it's all the guest. It's not me. It's what the guest has brought to the table in this one for sure. But he just sent this video to 3 other people. Now I'm going to watch it again. And this is what I appreciate. Anybody that can share a video. If there's a video of mine that you like or an interview with a guest that you really like, if you could share them, it would be much appreciated. And I appreciate that, the Global Warmer. Very kind indeed. And again, I fully recognize that it's the guest that made the video great. Very well articulated. In fact, as I was even doing the interview, I was thinking, man, I wish I was as articulate as he is. All right. Liquid Electrum. Every state penny and savings should be in gold and should be by law a certain percentage. I agree. That would be nice. I'll tell you what, that would really protect these states to have their own gold reserves. And I basically alluded to many central banks around these states, We really do need them. All right, Richard Metcalf. Keep this movement going. Yeah, amen, brother. You're right. We got to keep it moving. I'm gonna contact some. I don't know. I don't know these people, but I'm gonna contact them anyway, and call your representatives, and just maybe we can make a CBDC toothless as a political weapon. Exactly. There you go. That's right. All right. Breaking news. This just coming across the wires. Important update. I like to bring you the latest in the news, and this just came across the wires. It has been proven as a fact-checked by the CDC, the Centers of Disease Control has confirmed this news, that Terry79 indeed does not like any of my videos. Let me repeat that so it sinks in. This is something that you're going to need to know for the direction of life, that Terry79 does not like. That means she does not appreciate, she does not have any positive feeling towards any of my videos. All right, very good. All right, so there's that news. Now that means things need to change. I need to somehow up my game or something. I don't know. I mean, does she want me to dance around in a leotard, or maybe perhaps what do you call those things? The little tights you put around when the sport people wear them. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Mazda Fierro says, it is astounding how the masses in this country are completely unaware of this digital socialist crap in the works. Yes, a lot of people are not, and that's why they're so brazen in the World Economic Forum, because it's just a tinfoil hat guys, right, that are paying attention, and we can't take them seriously. They're talking openly about this stuff, and shoot, this executive order or whatever that Biden put out, the language in it was pretty obvious. It's crazy. Anyways, all right, very good. All right, folks. Well, you know what? I've come to the end, sadly, here of this broadcast, but we will be back here on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's always interesting on the Sunday night market watches after the prices dip and take a pretty big plunge the Friday before. So please come back on Sunday. I think we're going to have fun. And thank you guys for being here. And if you've not watched this video here about the revolution of sound money, it was a really good interview, and it's because of the guest. So I hope you guys will check that out, even if you're European or what have you. You guys are awesome. But thank you so much. You guys are amazing and wonderful. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice. Why? Because it's sage and it's sort of an advice-y type of thing. That is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.